Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Batman Returns. This is going to be the sequel to the first Tim Burton movie, which I saw with both my parents when it first came out. I never saw the sequel because it just looked way silly with the penguin and the Catwoman. Yeah, I wasn't real big into movies in 1992. I was more into hanging out with my friends and just talking. But nevertheless, I like this movie. I thought it could have been better. It wasn't one of Tim Burton's best movies. I liked Ed Wood and Sleepy Hollow a lot better than this. Probably because Johnny Depp was in both those movies. Let me start out with what I liked about this movie. First of all, there's like a false flag type deal in this one. Christopher Walken talks about a Reichstag or a Gulf of Tonkin type event to launch the Penguin into mayor of Gotham City. So that was cool. I also liked Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. She's like Diana Rigg S&M deal on steroids. So that was pretty kinky. I don't know how Tim Burton got away with that, but it was definitely subversive. And I know McDonald's supported this at the time, but a lot of other advertisers pulled away. This is a PG-13 movie, but it has a lot of subversive elements such as corrupt government, S&M, kinky sex, all of which occurs off-screen, presumably, but or at least it's hinted at, but never consummated. So there's that. What I hated about this, first of all, the villain, Christopher Walken, is referred to by Catwoman as a robber baron, which is a misnomer that was applied to Vanderbilt, Rockefeller, those types of individuals about 100 years ago, or maybe more than that. But it was a misnomer back then, as Thomas DiLorenzo has articulated. You can check it out on YouTube if you're interested. The Myth of the Robber Barons is the name of the book. So check that out, definitely. But you can definitely see the bent of the likes of Danny Elfman and or the political bent, I mean, of Danny Elfman and or Tim Burton in this. It's kind of like a Green Party type bent, or a closet communist dressed up as Green Party type thing, where the tycoon is spewing pollution into the penguin's lair. So I can understand why they would put something in like that in the movie, but it doesn't make sense why the so-called megalomaniac tycoon is doing that in the first place, because number one, he owns a retail store, not a business that produces toxic waste, and number two, he's not even generating power. It's like he has to go through the permit process first, and the mayor doesn't want to give him a permit, so he tries to recall the mayor and use a false flag event to get Penguin into mayor. So that business doesn't even exist yet, and yet the Penguin keeps implying that he's going to bribe Max Schreck, I guess is the name of the Christopher Walken character, and we never find out where the pollution is coming from or why the tycoon is polluting the sewers. I mean, sewers are polluted to begin with, and why are penguins swimming around in the sewer? And how did the penguin become a penguin just by having a baby basket float down the sewer? What happened between then and 33 years from then? That part wasn't really explained. So I gave this one 4 stars. I pretty much revealed the plot to you. I mean, there's kind of a love interest between Michelle Pfeiffer and the main character, Michael Keaton, I guess. So that was pretty cool. There was like elements of S&M hinted. Probably a 12-year-old wouldn't understand anyway, so I don't know why people were upset over that. It was kind of like off the cuff, you know, conspicuous remarks that 12-year-old wouldn't understand anyway. So so there's that, and then the ending is pretty good. Lots of explosions and stuff. I didn't quite understand why Batman took off his mask. That part didn't make sense. I didn't understand why Penguin just went in the water with green slime oozing out of his mouth. That part didn't make sense. But like I said, not Tim Burton's best movie. But it was good. I mean, I enjoyed it for the 2 reasons I mentioned: the false flag event and the S&M innuendo. So, cool flick. I hope I didn't complain too much. But one of the reasons why I didn't watch Dark Shadows and I was all excited about watching it, my ex-coworker ended up watching it instead, was that I like the original Gothic soap opera from the 60s and 70s. I used to have all kinds of tapes of those episodes, you know, from when I was a little toddler. But man, when I saw the trailer for the Tim Burton version of Dark Shadows, it looked like a friggin' comedy. I said, oh hell no, I'm not gonna watch this, especially with Johnny Depp dressed up as Michael Jackson. It looked friggin' ridiculous. But my ex-coworker liked it, of course, because she's into comedies. So everybody's different, you know, different tastes or whatnot, especially women. I guess that's why I got like 74% men viewing my videos. I just looked at the analytics before I uploaded this, so cool. I can't give it a full endorsement, but you might want to check it out, especially if you're a Batman completist. You gotta see all the Batman movies, the cartoons, the serials, and the Dark Knight. So yeah, I'd rate it about the same as the Dark Knight. It was good, but it could have been better. Let me put it that way. Okay, have a good night. Laters.